What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rio West. You're tuning in to Rio West Gaming, and we back yet again with another EA Sports College Football 25 tutorial. This one is yet another updated version of a prior video I had made. I had made a video on substitutions, formation substitutions, and there were a lot of people in the comment section with a lot of questions regarding the substitutions and the formation substitutions. So, few things. First and foremost, I want to mention something that I didn't mention before. If you want to make a substitution to your depth chart, all you have to do is press start if you're in a game, if you're in practice, wherever. Click on coaching, click on depth chart, and you can go and substitute out any player, whichever player that you're trying to substitute. So, say if I want to bench my starting quarterback, I press A on him and then press A on the backup and we swap. Simple as that. If I want to do my running back, I'll do the same thing. Press A or X on PlayStation and then do the same thing with the backup and then he swaps. So that's how you substitute the depth chart. That's how, if you want to just put a certain player in a certain position for the entire game, that's what you do. Now, for the formation substitutions, what you do is when you're on the formation menu, just like you're seeing right here in this formation, this wing type, if you want to make an individual substitution, you press Y on Xbox or triangle on PlayStation. And then it'll bring up this menu, and whichever player you have highlighted, that's the one you click on, and then it'll bring up all the players available to be substituted at that position. So we clicked on the quarterback. So, of course, the quarterbacks are going to pop up as well as the punter and the kicker because you could sub them in at quarterback. So say I sub out my starter for the backup for this specific formation. Now the backup is in. As you can see, number 10 is in. But if we go to a different formation, my starter is at those other formations. And you could do that with any position. Say we were to do it again, press Y. So all you do when you're trying to figure out who it is that you want to substitute, you press up or down on the D-pad and it'll navigate through every player that's in that formation. And you just click on whichever one you want to sub out and you put in whoever you want at that position. And you just press B to back out. So that's how you manually substitute each individual player. If you want to sub a package, like say you didn't want to just go in there and manually sub in a single player, but you wanted to sub a package, you flick the right stick left or right, and it'll change packages. So this is a standard package. If I flick the right stick right, as you can see, it says backup QB. Now, of course, it's not going to sub the backup QB in because I already manually put the backup QB in. But if I flick it right again, now it'll say HB sub. So now you see the halfback was substituted out from number 5 to number 81. If I flick it again, it'll sub wide receivers out. Flick it again, tight end 1, tight end 2, swap positions on the field, etc., etc. So you can just flip it. If you want multiple extra linemen on the field, you got 6 O linemen. So to take out one of your tight ends and put an extra lineman on. So the sky's the limit on what you can do with these packages. I saw someone say, why would you just manually sub out one person in one formation? Why wouldn't you just go to the depth chart and just put that person in so you wouldn't have to worry about subbing formation? Well, there's a lot of different reasons why certain people would sub in a specific person for a formation and not the whole depth chart. Say my quarterback is a 72 overall in speed, but he's a 90 something overall. He's a damn good quarterback. Precise throw power, throw accuracy, medium, short, whatever. But when it comes to running option plays, he's not exactly the fastest quarterback. So I might want to leave him in everywhere else, but if I go to run an option play, I'm probably going to want to put in my backup who's an 84, 85 speed. So that's where this would come in handy. Certain players would be better for certain positions. Say your starting quarterback was elite with accuracy, but his arm strength wasn't the best. And you have a quarterback that's a backup who has extremely high throw power, and you have a play that's a rollout, and you have somebody going on a deep post, and you're gonna want to make sure your quarterback can get the ball downfield. Well, for that specific formation, I would want to put in the person who has the higher throw power versus the person who has lower throw power. And it's the same thing with every other position. Say I'm in a the same thing with the option play. I'm probably gonna want my faster running back out there on that option play and not the guy that's slower. So your starter might have an 88, 89 speed, which would suffice in college football 25. But if you have somebody on a bench that has 97 speed, they're probably going to be better suited for that option play than a starter with the 88, 89 speed. So that is the purpose for why people would substitute formations, individual players in formations, and not the whole entire depth chart. To answer some other questions, I saw a question asking if you could do this before the game, before going into the game, like if you could set these formation substitutions prior to the game so you wouldn't have to do it in game. And unfortunately, on College Football 25, they didn't give you the option to do that in Dynasty. I'm not sure about the other game modes like Road to Glory and Ultimate Team and all that. I don't play those. I mean, I started playing Road to Glory. I never went back to it. I've been on my Dynasty ever since. But I know in Dynasty mode, they don't give you that option, which in Madden, there's an option to do that. Because in Madden, in my league, I always go and preset my formations, my formation substitutions, so that I never have to do that in game. So I have certain people, I have starters, and then I have certain people that I need in certain formations. So in Madden, I go in and I set those players in those formations so I don't have to do that in game. Why they didn't put that in College Football 25, I do not know. But to answer you guys' question, no, you cannot do this before the game. And also, I think I saw somewhere where somebody asked, what about like Road to Glory and things of that nature? Supposedly, I haven't checked. Again, I don't play those other game modes, but supposedly you can't do this in Road to Glory. And I think somebody said that you can't do this on Ultimate Team. I haven't went to verify because again, I don't do Ultimate Team. I don't want nothing to do with Ultimate Team. I don't do that on Madden. But if absolutely need be, I can go check that out for you guys. But to answer you guys' question, no, you cannot do that. You cannot set this up prior to your game in Dynasty mode. You can only do this in game. And supposedly, allegedly, this is not available to do in Road to Glory or Ultimate Team. But I may do another video later on after testing that out if I do decide to test it out. But this is strictly for the Dynasty mode gamers. This is how you do this. And no, there is no option to do it before. There's no option to set it up. Because in Madden, you go to your coach settings and your scheme, and they have an option to go set up formation settings and everything like that. Or formation substitutions and everything like that. They don't have that option on here for that. So that's going to be it on this tutorial. If you're still watching this video and you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so and hit that notification tab to stay up to speed on all things EA Sports College Football 25 and Madden 25 going forward. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. And for the time being, until next time,